So I'm not leaving you hanging. It's just I'm soaking up the postpartum bliss that I am in and enjoying time with my family, time for me, time for my doula training. I am doing a traditional healthcare worker training last week and this week. So I spent 3 days, 8 to 6 or 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., 3 days in a row, and I'm doing the same thing right now. Right now I am on a lunch break, but I am doing some additional training for my doula career, and part of that is getting the Oregon Traditional Healthcare Worker certification, so that's what I've been working on. That's what I'm heading back into today, but I just wanted to update you guys. Yes, my baby has a binky. I was saying goodbye to Aaron and the kids and taking care of some expressed breast milk and doing all the things, and he woke up fussy, so I shoved a binky in his mouth and he fell right back to sleep in my arms. But I've got to go nurse him and start this class back up, hit video on Zoom so that I can be present with everybody that's in the class. But Aaron's been holding the fort down. He's done a great job. We did manage to get the vacuum out today, feed everybody, and he's managed to just take care of everything that we've needed taken care of. My hair is actually gorgeously clean. That's why it's so fuzzy. Haven't been able to bathe and shower as I please and do all the things that I've needed to do during this postpartum. But I just heard my video kick back on, so I've got to get back into my bedroom, back into my nest, and sit down with baby boy and start this doula class. It's time to get ready for his newborn 2-week checkup. I ate chocolate yesterday and he's got blemishes today. Ooh, pooping. Eat, sleep, poop, repeat. I can't handle it. I had to come to town today with the baby, and we had to go by a notary's office and get a bunch of paperwork notarized, and then we had to come to Vital Statistics and get a Vital Statistics form notarized, and then I had a lot of stuff going on. So I'm filling out the birth packet for Bodie's unassisted home birth. And when you have an unassisted home birth in Oregon, they require a lot of paperwork to verify and certify the birth of your baby. So if you live in Oregon, there is a lot of stuff that you need. So what I would suggest is getting in touch with your state's Vital Statistics office and finding out what exactly it is that you need to certify your baby's birth if you are planning an unassisted home birth or a free birth. Typically when you have a home birth and there's a midwife present, the midwife will fill out a form, send it in, boom, you get your baby's birth certificate. Now, when you don't have a medical professional present at the time of your child's birth, then the state requires that you have a certified copy of the mother's birth certificate, a certified copy of the father's birth certificate, a marriage certificate, proof that the baby exists, and that is either a trip to the Vital Statistics office to have them fill out a form, which is what I just did. You can also use a pediatrician, a naturopath, or some form of doctor, letter from a doctor saying they've examined the child and that, yes, this child exists. I also have that. They also want photocopies of the parents' photo IDs, whoever's going to be on the birth certificate. So if the mother's on the birth certificate, if you want the father to be on the birth certificate, you need a photocopy of his ID also. And then I had to fill out a birth certificate order form, and then I had to fill out a certification of birth form, and those are getting sent in as well. The only other things that I need, so those are basically the forms that you need. I was under the impression, and in some states this is the case, but in the state of Oregon this is not the case. They will not accept affidavits from people who were there at the birth or saw you pregnant. Oh, that's another thing I needed, was a proof that I was pregnant. So I have the ultrasound results from my 20-week ultrasound that I am sending in. And that's just, I printed it off from my medical records, and it's just the report of the ultrasound that says, yes, Catherine Rao was pregnant. This is the ultrasound results. The baby was in the womb. So I also have that, because you need proof that you were pregnant with the baby as well. And you can have like proof from a public office, or like proof from a WIC office, or proof from public health of a pregnancy test or whatever. They don't want like your actual pregnancy test. They want a public health office or a doctor's note that says, yes, this person was in fact pregnant. So that's also what you need to send off for a birth certificate in Oregon. Oh, and back to what I was saying about some states will accept notarized letters from people who saw you pregnant or witnessed your birth, and that includes your children, underage minors. Sometimes you can have your child write a note that, yes, my mommy was pregnant, yes, I saw my mom give birth, and then you get that notarized, and some states will accept those letters of proof of pregnancy and proof of birth. However, that's not the case in Oregon, and they write it at the bottom of the birth certificate packet that they do not accept written affidavits or written affirmations or whatever it is, that you were pregnant and your baby was born. They don't want that. They want actual proof that somebody from public health or vital statistics saw your baby. They want actual proof that from your medical providers that you were pregnant. They want actual proof that you and your husband exist as well. So got all those things done, and I'm going to mail this off. And the lady in the vital statistics office here locally said that it was the most complete birth certificate packet she's ever seen, that I overkilled it. So I'm hopeful that when I send it off to Portland, that the vital statistics lady, Cheryl in Portland, if you're seeing this, thank you so much for helping me out. And I really hope that you can send us our baby's birth certificate so that we can get him on DEERS, so that we can get him enrolled in TRICARE, so that he has health insurance and health coverage. That's kind of our main goal, is for health insurance. So if you are interested in unassisted home birth, definitely, I'm going to reiterate this, call your vital statistics office. Send them the appropriate request. I had to send to Portland a request for an unassisted, unattended home birth packet. So that is what they specifically requested here. And then they sent me the unattended home birth packet, and now I'm sending it back. So I started all this like 2 or 3 weeks before baby's birth, so that I could be on the ball and have everything ready. So I recommend doing that, just so you have an idea of what you need, so that you can get all your ducks in a row, so you're not running around town after your baby's born, which you'll have to do anyways, but we're just trying to minimize your time out of your house with a new baby. So we're gonna go home now and put all this together and stick it in the mailbox. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I appreciate you guys coming along for this journey. I'm gonna do another postpartum update, but I thought I would just get this on record so that if you're wondering how do I get a birth certificate for my baby if I have an unassisted birth, then this is the best I can do, depending on your state, to let you know what kind of information you're gonna need to certify your baby's birth if you want to report your new baby as an existing human to the government. Some people I know want to know how they can keep their babies sovereign so that the government doesn't get a hold of them and start taxing them, like all this kind of stuff. We've chosen for our family that having our babies on record is beneficial for them and will be in their adult life, because then they won't have to go back and try to figure all this stuff out. And yes, now the government is aware of our baby. We did do the newborn screening, so now they have his blood sample too. So take with that what you will. They've got his blood, so now they know they've got his DNA and everything. We did the newborn screening and then the 2-week screening, and everything came back great. He doesn't have any kind of issues that they were able to detect from the blood. So he's a healthy baby, and there's no concerns. Yeah, so this is how we have made our unassisted birth this is how we've proved that Bodhi is our baby, and we now have him certified, I guess is what we could call it. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave them down below. I'll do my best to find answers for you, or I will answer in more depth exactly what it was that we needed. But I think I went over that pretty well here without showing you my documentation and giving you my personal information. But yes, I will answer your questions down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for a postpartum update and a Bodhi update and everything that I have been using in my postpartum to help me heal, to help me recover. I'm excited to share that with you guys. Until then, give this video a like. That is a thumbs up. Click subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel already. I got a lot of good stuff coming down the pipelines for you guys. And share if you care, as always. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day, and I will be seeing you soon. Bye.